I have a dream that one day we're going to have satellites around Earth. We'll have satellites around the moon. We'll have satellites around the sun. And by the end of 2019, we'll have Kerbal boots on the sands of Mars. That is my promise to you, the people of YouTube. I'm not amazing at this. However, I will say, like about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, I did do a live stream on this, and at some point, we managed to get into an orbit around the planet. So I'm starting with a little bit of knowledge, but that's the extent of it. I don't know anything else. So, I guess let's start. We're gonna do a career mode, because that's my favorite. We'll call it Andrew YT 2019. Let's pick our flag. Last time we did the trippy one in our live stream. I don't know what we want to do this time. Iconic. That's a very iconic flag right there. You know what? Let's be trees, because we're environmentally friendly with our rockets and our rocket fuel and everything. I think trees is a good one. Difficulty options. Oh my god. I think I did this during the stream too. I was like, I'm expecting these to be here, not all this. What is this? Oh my god, you can change everything. Penalties. No, I'm just kidding. Put that back to normal. Yeah, I think we're gonna stay on moderate mode. Moderate is, you know, normal seems like it'd be too easy. What, missing crews respawn? No, I want some consequences for if I fail, which I will. What does hard do? Hard really like bumps stuff up there. But no, yeah, I think normal is gonna be the one we're gonna go for. And let's go ahead and accept that. That's fine. I might regret that decision, but whatever. I have you guys to help me, so it's all good. Let's start. Welcome to the Space Center. Nice to meet you. Okay, I've read this before, so I think we're fine. All right. First thing, if I remember correctly, we want to go to... I don't think we can research anything because we don't have any goodies. So let's get out of there. We want to go to the mission control, and they're going to give us some good stuff. So launch our first vessel. That's a good one to take. And escape the atmosphere. What is scientific data? Give us a quick crew report before launching. It's fine if any of the lights on the control panel are flashing. Just give it a swift kick. Okay, this one's also easy, and I think we can only take 2. So that's fine. Let's go over to the vehicle assembly place, which is where we build our crafts, where we decide what vehicles are going to be our stuff. Okay, here we are. First spacecraft. Now, we're not going to do much with the first spacecraft. I think we're just probably going to launch it and then land it, just so we can get those research points and we can get some better stuff. How do I zoom out? The controls of this game are like crazy. There's just so many things you have to know. But yeah, we're just going to do something very simple like this. And we'll have a parachute because we don't want to kill our Kerman. Remember, they don't respawn. Or Kerbal, not Kerman. Kerbal. Kerbal, right? Kerman is the land, Kerbal are the people. Sounds about right. Let's grab a mystery goo so we can get more science for that. And I'm looking for the parachute if we could find it. There it is. I think that's everything we need for our first craft. Let's call this the mini flyer, I guess. I don't know. Okay, the mini flyer, literally just a miniature flying ship thing. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and save. Is there a save button? There is. And launch. We're going to get both of our sciences done. It's going to be so fun. We're going to have so much science. We'll be able to get everything, and it's going to be cool. We're going to learn so much by standing on the launch pad and doing stuff. Okay, so this, first of all, we're going to observe the mystery goo, see what, you know, what's going on. The goo doesn't seem to be doing anything right now. Okay, that's cool. Keep that experiment. And can we take a crew report down here? I guess, why not? Crew report, that's going to give us some more science. Like, not much, but like a little bit at least. And then, what did they want us to do? I think that's what they wanted us to do, was just the crew report. So, we're going to launch, and then we're just going to like kind of fall back to Earth. And hopefully we're going to be able to pull out our parachute in time. Oh shoot, staging, right. Okay, so staging, we want this first and then that. Are we good? I think we are. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, when is this thing gonna run out of power? Okay, it's running out now. Good, because I don't want to go too high. I don't want to get to the point where we start burning up, because that would not be good. But it's fine. This is good. Let's turn on the SAS. SAS, I think, is what kind of helps us stay stationary. Okay, so we want to pull out our parachute so that we can successfully land and keep Jebediah Kerman alive and in one piece. Oh, this is going to give us so much science. It's going to be awesome. We're alive. Okay, first ship down. Let's go ahead and recover the vessel. We should be able to recover the full thing so we don't lose money. And we like money. Money is good. Kerbal Space Program. 17 science! Hurrah! We got the crew report from the launch pad, so that's going to be that thing succeeded. We launched our first flight as well, so that's that one as well. We got the mystery goo, and we survived the flight. Next, this is our parts. This is our crew. Good job, Jebediah. You survived your first flight, which is kind of a first for me, to be honest. Oh, this is cool. They tell you what these all are. Ooh, runway. That's neat. Vroom. What is that? There's like a little... Can I go and look at that? Let's like look this way, and then let's zoom all the way out so we can see what that is. I want to see what that... It's like an obelisk. It's like the thing from 2001: A Space Odyssey. A movie that I haven't actually seen, but I've heard is good. And the only reference I know from it is that weird thing with all the monkeys jumping around it. Okay, now for real though, let's go to mission control. We actually, no, let's go back out of here and go to here. Research and dev. You guys both require 5, I think? Yeah. So we could go ahead and grab both of these. And that's about all we can do because we can't tag team any of these. So let's you know what, let's just grab both of these. And that's going to give us such things as decouplers, which are useful. This stuff we can do science with. What else does it give us? A fuel tank? Okay, and a hammer. The hammer! We'll call it the Thor engine. And and of course the swivel liquid fuel engine. Good stuff indeed. Alright, back to mission control. Let's see what we can do. Let's do haul. Okay, so I'm not quite sure about these haul missions. You just have to bring it. I want you to haul into a flight above Kerbin. Does that mean if I just launch with this thing, I'll get this? Let's go ahead and accept that one. Test the decoupler at the launch site. We want you to test... Wait, why test the decoupler at the launch site? Okay. Purchase entry cost. Ooh, I don't know what this is. What is this? This must be because I'm in, like, moderate mode instead of easy. Or instead of normal. So, an entry cost, does that mean I have to... Like, I have to unlock it here? Well, we have the money. Oh, shoot! Oh, no, we have the money. Okay, we're good. What is this stuff? Can I, like, upgrade it? No, probably not. Alright, so let's make ourselves just like a basic ship. It's just going to have a couple of fuel parts. Like a lot of them, because we want to go pretty high. Actually, we don't even need to go that high. We're just hauling something. So you know what? We're just going to have a very, very basic ship with a cool engine. We'll buy the entry cost. That's going to allow us to use it. Nice. And then we're going to have a decoupler, because remember, this has to have a pointless decouple for some reason. They want me to test it on the launch bay. So we're going to do... This is going to be so dumb. This. We're just going to decouple that off and then launch. So first we're going to do the decouple, then we're going to do that, then we need one more. Decouple, this, then that. And that's the staging. That allows us to, like, you know, put parts where we need them. So, like, when you press spacebar, it moves on to the next staging. So, yeah. Alright, I have christened this one the Pointless Hauler because it's hauling this and it's very pointless for us having to decouple this at the launch. So, okay, I think we're ready to launch. We're going to get so much science, it's going to be fun. And we shouldn't go up that high because we don't want to. Honestly, wait, can we just go up like a couple of feet and then use the... okay, well, let's see. So let's bump up the throttle with shift. I don't know how much we want for the throttle. Let's turn on the SAS with T. That's going to allow us to stay stabilized because SAS stands for the Stability Assistance Sergeant. I have no clue what SAS stands for. I imagine stability and assistant are in there, but I don't know what the last S stands for. Okay, so first we're going to decouple this, which is going to give us some science. Boom. Then we're going to launch. Boom. Then we're going to stop launching, and we're just going to put out our parachute. We're literally just going to land back on the thing. This is so pointless. That's why it's called the Pointless Hauler. And here we go, a nice... What? Why did it explode? It's because we had fuel left, isn't it? I think we're fine, though. He looks okay. He's smiling. He enjoyed that explosion. Let's take a mystery goo. I don't think this is going to give us any science. We should have really done it when we were up there, but it's fine. And let's log the temperature as well. I think we're ready to recover. Oh, we'll do a crew report. Are you burned? Please report that. We got no science for that. We really should have done it up there. That would have given us some stuff. But recover the vessel. Okay, science earned was 12. Coolio, coolio, coolio. And I think we also did our... No, we didn't do both? Haul into a flight above Kerman. Is there like a specific height that you want me to go? Maybe I didn't read this correctly. Oh, okay, so you want me to be at this speed, at this height. So I just didn't go high enough. Well, that's a bummer. All right, welcome to the slightly less pointless hauler. 3, 2, 1, launch. I don't know. We don't probably want to go that fast. So let's go down. Let's make sure we get to that height, though. And activate. Oh, shoot. Activate. Okay, so we activated it. We were at about 3,000, so we hauled it to the right place. Does that mean our mission is successful? Milestones? Contract complete? I actually don't know. Yes! Yes! Okay, so we get 2 science. Oh, wait, hang on. Let's do this. Let's do this stuff. Observe mystery goo. Coolio, do that. You two, crew report. While in flight, give us some science. Okay, let's review, make sure we keep that. And of course, we need to figure out what the temperature is at 500 meters. Keep that as well. That's going to give us some extra science. I wonder if it'll tell us how much science we have accrued. 14! Yeah, that's going to allow us to buy the next thing. And another nice soft landing for our boy Jebediah Kerman. Good job. Okay, recover the vessel. You should be getting close to some actual, like, stars now. I didn't think it would ever happen. I thought you'd be dead by now, but that's another rule we're going to do, by the way. We're not allowed to do any of the reverting. So you can actually revert if you, like, horribly screw up. You can revert to the either the launch or the vehicle planning. We're not going to do any of that. Our mistakes are going to be our mistakes in this playthrough, so yeah. Okay, R&D. Let's see what we got here. We can get general rocketry, which is going to give us some other goodies. Bigger goodies, might I say. Bigger fuel tanks and stuff. We can get survivability, which is going to give us a heat shield. That would be fun. Do we want a heat shield, though? I don't know. 15. And this one's 20. And this one's 18. Let's go for the general rocketry, because I think that sounds more fun than the others. Anyways, with that, the goal I have for this episode is I want to try and get in orbit if we can. So we're gonna take escape the atmosphere and orbit, because we can probably do those both, like the same attempt. Maybe not. We might die. We probably will die. Jebediah is probably gonna see a bad flight one of these days. The odds are that that's gonna happen. Okay, but that was child's play compared to this. Now we're building the real stuff. All right, I give you the tall boy. Now, first it's got this solid rocket fuel booster thing, which is hopefully going to get us out of the atmosphere properly. And then once that's done, we're going to decouple that. It's going to be on its own way. And then we're going to fire up this one, which is hopefully, because we're trying to go for orbit with this one, hopefully this is going to be able to kind of extend our orbit a little bit, which is going to be good. And then if all else fails, we have another one, a secondary thing. So, you know, we drop all this weight right here. And then we use this one to try and finalize everything. This is going to be like our tweaker. So this tweaks everything. This gets us to the right point. This puts us up there. I need to visit that one day, that little obelisk. Okay, anyways, 3, 2, 1, let's launch. Oh, it's so heavy it takes a second. Let's turn on stability mode. Oh. I don't know if I can really turn this thing very well. In fact, it's dipping. It's dipping hard. This is not good. We're gonna end up facing the ground. Should I like disconnect this thing so I don't die? Probably should. Okay, let's do that. Okay, now that we're up like that, let's turn this on. So throttle you up. I need to start aiming upward, otherwise I'm gonna get murdered. How come you're not? Aim up! Aim up, you fool! Okay. Can you save it? Can you save it? I don't want to kill Jebediah. Okay. Fire up a little more. Fire up a little more. Okay. You know what? That was a horrible thing, but let's just go straight up and see what happens. Oh God. Oh my God. That was a horrible launch. I hope they can recover the stuff that's over there. Okay, we're good for our parachute. You can tell because this is red when your parachute won't work, and it's green when your parachute, or it's normal when your parachute will work. Okay, something was clearly wrong with the big boy. Was it what? Let me check the center of mass and thrust. They should be right in the center. They are. So I don't know why it was veering one direction, but let's do something like this. We'll add a bunch of fins, and hopefully that'll fix everything. All I did was added some extra fins, so hopefully that solves all of our problems. 3, 2, 1, let's go. turn on the stability. Let's watch this, because if it starts veering off, that's when bad things happen. But it looks like this time it's actually fine. Now, I think what was happening is our aerodynamic center of whatever was like up here, when it should have been down here where the thruster was. So, I think that's what it was. Let's start turning ourselves a little bit that way if we can. I don't really think we can turn that much when it comes to these solid rocket boosters, but we'll try. And once they run out, we'll lose them. And it's almost out. We can see right here. All right, let's lose it and hit the other one. We want to go full blast here. Try and get some nice speed and angle. Oh my god, we're totally not going to have enough fuel for this. But maybe we'll. Okay, let's do like sideways burn for some reason. Check out the map. We can see this is our orbit right now, and it's really bad. So I think what we're supposed to do is we're supposed to cut it off. We can check what our AP is. It's at 114, so that's pretty high. But what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to get to the AP, and then you're supposed to do a sideways burn when you're at the AP to increase it. So the AP stands for the apoapsis or something, what people tell me. And if I try and like do stuff here, it's just going to increase this and like go all crazy. But if we want to be rocket scientists and stuff, we just wait till we're right there, and then we do the burn sideways, and then this thing's going to start increasing, and eventually it'll cover the whole planet, maybe, hopefully, if we're lucky. So take one, or take two, I guess, because the first one failed miserably. Take two, let's give it a go. Okay, we're almost there. Almost to the point. I don't know that we have enough fuel to do this, but at least we have our backup fuel if all else fails, so that's good. How fast are we going? Normal speed. Normal speed is good. You really hit that AP pretty quickly. Okay, and now is when we want to start burning. So let's go full speed. No, up. Okay, so let's check this out. Look at that. So it starts increasing like that. However, we're out of fuel, so bust that, turn that on, boom. We're going again. But again, I think we might run out of fuel before we can actually get into an orbit, but it's going to be kind of close. See how our whole thing's kind of expanding there? That's what the orbit looks like. And we're out of fuel. So we didn't exactly get an orbit, but we got a nice kind of almost orbit. If we had just enough fuel, we probably could have done this. Observe mystery goo. Let's observe it when it's in space, see what's happening. The goo seems to have clumped into a sphere. It also appears to have become brittle. That's interesting. How do we observe it, by the way, if we're in there and the goo's out here? Is like our camera observing it? Let's check out this. Log the temperature here. If we recover that, look how much science we get. We might actually have trouble recovering it, though, to be honest. We could try and transmit it, which will give us 5 science. Let's see about this one. Let's keep it for now. See about this one, we can get 3.8 science for... So recovering it's going to be hard because we have to go back into the atmosphere, at which point we might all, like, burn. All right, there we go. The burning has started. I think these things are going to explode. It's unfortunate that we couldn't send the information. But yeah, we really need, like, a heat shield here or something. I don't know. Where are you supposed to stick this stuff? Oh, explosion! Well, as long as our parachute doesn't explode and our capsule doesn't explode. These are the individual pieces exploding, so we're pretty good for that. How are we doing on height? We really need to get our speed down, too. But as long as this doesn't reach, like, critical level, and it looks like it's actually cooling down, we're good. We're coming out of the atmosphere now, so we should continue to slow down for a while. We need to be at about 500, I think, to use our thing. So hopefully we can still continue to slow down as we go. And any second, it's going to become good to use. 400. Okay, we can use it now. So if we used it too early, it'd pretty much blow off. And if we use it too late, it would, you know, we'd be going fast again, so it wouldn't be possible. Okay, well, that's another one for Jebediah Kerman, assuming we actually land properly. Let's go ahead and warp time until we're on the ground. Look, our shadow. That's pretty cool. Looks like we get a little bit of science. We earned a lot, actually. We only earned 11. Wait. This has more science than it said we had earlier. Let's grab stability, because that gives us the radial decouplers. And let's grab We can't grab any of that. We probably can grab this, though. And that's going to give us some good stuff. Service bay. A heat-resistant service bay, ideal for protecting delicate instruments. Ooh! I like that. Let's grab that. Yeah, that sounds awesome. All right, let's throw away everything because we're going to start over here. This is going to be our last attempt in this episode because we got to end it up at some point, but I imagine this one's going to be the one. This one's going to get us into orbit. Okay, so we're going to want... Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, let's take off this decoupler. We're going to throw in that science thing, the service bay that they had. Ooh, let's grab that. That's more science, and science is always good. Okay, service bay is the thing that I was interested in. Let's go ahead and grab one of those and throw it right here. So what can we do with this service bay? Can we like throw stuff on it? Open. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, let's go in there. Let's see if we can stick stuff in there. Like what I want to do specifically is, can I put you guys? I guess that kind of works. It's like it's on the ins. Is that like how that's supposed to work? I feel like that's not how it's supposed to work, but you know, oh yes, okay. So we could stick that there. And this is going to allow it to survive on re-entry. So let's put that on the bottom. But we're going to get a barometric pressure reader. We'll stick that right there. And we'll get a thermometer, stick that in there. And let's grab an antenna and we'll stick that in here as well. And that should be all of the instruments that we want. I really like that. That's cool. That is neat. All right, and for the last ship today, we've got the Science Orbiter 1 because it's got science and stuff. It's on the Science Orbiter. Actually, we haven't even done any of these things. Okay, hang on. Let's go through these real quick. Parachute first. Well, not first, but like you get the idea. Okay, so first we want these. Then we want the decouplers. So you have to be in a separate thing. Decouplers. Okay, so first this, then decouplers, which will get both of those. We actually want these to be in with that. I don't know why we had two decouplers, but I wanted to like have like stability, I guess. And I imagine that makes things stable. Okay, so that. Then we want that to fire. Then we want that to decouple. Then we want that to fire. Okay, I think everything is good for that. So we've got two solid boosters, two solid rocket boosters that should get us up to space on their own. Then we have the major booster, which should get us into orbit, hopefully. And then we have the service bay, which will allow us to take some science things. And finally, we have our normal parachute and stuff. We did add a heat shield somewhere in there. You can't really see it, but it's like in there somewhere. So that hopefully should make it so that none of this stuff explodes and our people come back safe. So I think we're good. Let's go ahead and launch. It looks like the launch pad can't support the vessel. So what we can do is we can actually save this. We can leave here. We can upgrade our launch pad. So it's going to cost $75,000, which we have plenty of money, so I'm not too worried. $75,000, I'll take that upgrade. All right, the Science Orbiter 1. I think we're ready. So let's bump up our throttle real quick, even though we don't need it until we get to this stage, but it's fine. And then what do we want to do else? We want to do SAS so we don't go crazy. And I think we're good. All this looking good? Yes, it's looking good. And we want to go that way. So 3, 2, 1, let's launch. And kind of start to aim this way a little bit. We don't want to go too crazy. Okay, how are we doing? Okay, we're doing pretty well. I want to kind of go this way a little bit because I think this is that way. We don't really have very much control when it comes to aiming these things, but we can kind of do a little bit of aiming. I do want to check out our map as soon as I can as well. Okay, that's good. Go ahead and decouple these and turn on this baby. We're going to keep it at a low throttle and we're going to aim it to the right place that we want to go. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, God. Oh, God. Stop. Jesus. Cut down the throttle. How come you're not... Okay. Bring it back. We can bring this back. It's not a problem. Okay, bring it back. We just need to go a little bit up. And almost there. We almost had it. Okay, there we go. We're back. All right, check the map real quick. See how high our AP is. It needs to be at about 80-something thousand. So let's go this way. A little bit. Okay, bump up the throttle a little bit. And start going that way. Okay, I think that's what we want. I think we brought it back. The AP needs to be at about 80,000. So let's get it to about there. 80,000 because I think 75,000 is out of the atmosphere. So 80,000 is just out of the atmosphere. which is what we want. Okay, that's good. And now cut the throttle. We're going to wait until we're at our AP, and then we're going to start throttling that way. Now, this was a super messy launch, but I think we might have enough fuel to do this. Maybe not, but even if we don't, we at least have these things, which will give us a lot of science. So even if we don't manage to make it into orbit this episode, it'll still be a successful day for science. Okay. And let's turn on our throttle here. We can even go to max throttle. Let's see how we're doing. Make sure we're still burning at the same place. How we doing on fuel? Looks like we're just about halfway. Let's bump up the throttle a little bit more. And we'll just keep going like this. We might run out of fuel again, which will be unfortunate. It's so dang close, but it looks like we're running a little bit low on the petrol. It's so close. Look at this. It's almost there. It's almost there. Okay. Stop. I think we got it. I see a circle, and a circle is good. Our AP is at about really high, and our our PE is at 60,000. 60,000 is not out of the atmosphere. I want to burn just a little bit more. Okay, we burned a little bit more. Does the PE change? No, it doesn't. Shoot. I think we might have a problem because our PE is not above 80,000, so I don't think our orbit is sustainable. I think that's how science works. But it's fine. You know what? It's a circle, and a circle is a circle in science. Speaking of science, let's actually go ahead and do our stuff here. Let's see what we can do. This is kind of cool. I like this. How do I move up the... Well, I guess we don't have anything else in here, so we can just go ahead and get that out of there. All right, let's see about this stuff, though. I would like to do the mystery goose. Let's see what you have in store for us. We'll keep the experiment. Then the other stuff is on the other side, so let's do our barometric pressure. That's going to give us a lot of science. Good Lord. And we'll do our too hot thermometer, log the temperature. Again, lots of science. So if we manage to make this home... I don't want to jettison the heat shield. That's crazy. If we manage to make this thing home, which is actually almost impossible... Actually, holy crap, I think it's impossible to make it home. It's probably a good thing that our orbit is going to go through the PE, which is inside the atmosphere, because if not, we don't have any more thrusters, so we literally can't go back to Earth. Ah, you see how our PE is actually going down? Yeah, that's because we're not in a continuous orbit. Okay, so we're in an interesting predicament where eventually our orbit will decay enough that we'll actually fall back to Earth right about over here somewhere. But it's going to take so long. I can't even calculate how long it's going to take, because every single time we go by here, we lose a couple meters, like 20 meters throughout the whole thing. So it's literally going to take us like a year to actually decay our orbit enough to actually land. So yeah, I call that a successful orbit, more or less. It's a weird orbit, but it's a successful one. Actually, when we get into here, that would be when we actually slow down enough, because that's when the heat starts to affect us, and that's when we slow down super fast. So yeah, once we actually get into there, it'll actually, it'll do it. But I think that's a good place to end this episode. We did manage to get into an orbit. It actually didn't take that many ships, which is good. Probably because I managed to do it in the stream, so it was already kind of fresh in my mind on how to do it. But yeah, we got into orbit. Next episode, maybe we'll try to, I don't know, maybe we'll do a rescue mission to try and get this guy and get its science home. Or maybe we'll try and go to the moon or something. Or maybe we'll try and make a satellite. I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Post that down in the comments. And if you guys like this episode, please hit the like button, put your comments and your suggestions down below in the comments section. And I will see you guys in future episodes of Kerbal Space Program.